Hi, it's Quinn Miller here from Employee Benefits Asia, a brand by Tenzing Pacific Services. Today we're going to talk about group health insurance options in Vietnam. And namely, when I'm talking about group health insurance, we're going to focus on two core areas. And that is your local providers versus your international providers. What do they mean? Who are the providers? What are the differences between them? And what do the pricing look like? So first we'll start with the local providers. So I always call this the local style of plan. So these would be with companies like Bao-Viet, Bauman, PVI, PTI, and many of the other ones. So the way they operate is rather than say, hey, give me a census that has a list of every single person, their age, their gender, their nationality. Instead, what they do is they just say, how many employees do you have and what is your target budget per person? Now, and then basically what they do is they manipulate their benefits to fit that budget per person. So if a company is looking for a local style health insurance plan, typically a question we ask is, do you have a target budget per person in mind? If they're not sure, then what we'll do is we'll get them a range. So we might say, hey, we'll look for something for 5 million dong a head per year, 7.5 million dong a head per year, 10 million dong and a half per head per year. And then what the companies do is they offer a standardized set of benefits, and then they can tweak the benefit limitations to meet the needs of the budget. So that's the local style of plan, and typically with the local style of plan, you don't get medical health disregarded until you have at least 50 employees. Compare that to the international style of plan. So international insurance is more like your international private health insurance, where you do need to declare every single person's their date of birth, their gender, the nationality, and the residence country. And then the premium is based off of that pricing. So with an international style of plan, you can get medical health disregarded from just 5 employees, 5 to 9. That being said, it is quite expensive. Most international companies offer medical health disregarded from at least 10. And it does depend on the provider. That could be 10 employees, it could be 10 adults, or it could be 10 total people, including the dependents of an employees. So with an international style of plan, the differences between them, it's going to be much higher benefit limitations, and there's going to be a larger focus on picking your inpatient, your outpatient, your dental, and your wellness. Whereas with the local style of plan, it's usually a fixed set of benefits, and there's not much customization between which benefits you want in the plan and which ones you don't. So when it comes to price, obviously with the local style plans from Vietnamese providers, they are priced accordingly. So you could expect pricing, anywhere from as low as 3 million dong per person per year, all the way up to 15 million, 20 million. It does depend on the coverage area. It does depend on the level of benefits that you're comfortable with for your staff. Now, on the international policies, at minimum, you'd probably need about $500 per person, if not more, for a basic inpatient plan. And that's if you have a young demographic of your employees. Now, typically, a more realistic budget is going to be more in the $1,000, $1,500 to $2,000 and above per person for those companies. So those companies in Vietnam would include companies like Luma, Henner, April, and Allianz. And with all of these companies, you can pay locally, get a VAT invoice. Health insurance is tax exempt, so there's no additional tax on your health insurance, and you can put that business through your company. So if you're looking for quotes for your company, please get in touch today. Another thing that's important to mention is many companies, what they do is they will split the policy between expats and their local staff, or C-level management, board people, directors, and their families and their regular staff. And you may split the policy between, hey, have all of your regular staff on a local style plan that fits their budget and their needs, and have your senior level management who would expect higher benefit limits, a larger coverage area, the option to have direct billing outside of Vietnam. So that's another common strategy that's employed, where you can strategically sort of meet the needs of two different groups of people and satisfy the budgetary requirements. So if your company is looking for group health insurance quotes today, get in touch with me. My contact details are in my YouTube bio or in the description of this video. We do have Vietnamese speaking advisors as well that can work with your HR or whoever the person in charge of your group health insurance is. So Quinn Miller here from Employee Benefits Asia, a brand by Tenzing Pacific Services. I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.